Yo, what is up everybody, it's the Blocks Boss, and in this video I'm going to show you everything that you need to know about the Pucci evolution and the Dio evolution. But first, starting off, this video is going to focus mainly on the Pucci evolution and everything that you need to do in order to get him a made in heaven, potentially. I know that there's a lot of things, but let's just get right into it. Here we go. I'm not going to waste any time. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is get this diary page number 1, which you can get by doing Ruined Moria Legend Stage 1. You can also do it by AFKing. I didn't do that method because I didn't really need to. Now, I would highly recommend, this isn't, by the way, this is my alt account, but I would highly recommend Light. You want to have the 7th commander, as he is going to do really good for this. He's a secret unit accessible in the 3rd banner. For nature, I would highly recommend to have Pride the One or Rengoku, as he's going to do really well for this. And for this, you're going to want good old Gojo, Satoru Gojo. Now, moving on, once you have that first diary page, which as you guys can see, I have right here, you're going to want to come towards the back of this rocket ship where you can see Ryumin Sukuna. Now, let's go ahead and talk to Ryumin Sukuna, and you can see that he's going to say, the part of Dio's diary, it belongs to the greatest sinner of all. I can translate these papers for you. Now, you're going to hit confirm, and he's going to give you diary page 2, and that is going to be one of the things that you're going to want to have. So if we move down toward diary page 2, you're going to see that it's actually going to, actually, I guess not yet. Now, once you have that second diary page, you're going to want to come all the way over to where the shop is, and you're going to want to talk to Speedwagon, and he's going to, you can only, by the way, talk to any of these guys if you have the accessible or the correct diary page. As you can see, he's going to say, oh, a page of Dio's diary. It seems very worn down. Allow me to translate it for you. So you're going to hit confirm, and he's going to give you the 3rd diary page, which is going to be necessary in order to talk to our boy Pucci here. But before you can even talk to Pucci, you're actually going to want to do whatever is, you know, the challenge that you're going to need to do. As you can see, there's actually now a challenge that it says for this one you have to kill a vampire mini boss. I think what happens with this diary page is that it changes. So like at first I think you have to kill a couple of the normal walking bosses, and then a couple of the flying bosses, and then you have to kill the mini bosses. So it's going to take you a while. Also, by the way, I did forget to mention for some reason that you do indeed need Pucci in your inventory to even talk to Pucci in the first place after you've gotten the 3rd diary. If you don't know how to get Pucci, it's extremely simple. You need to do Ruin Moria Stage 3 or Act 3 on Legend Stage right here. He's a 2% drop chance. What I forgot to mention again, and I'm so sorry, is that in order to talk to Pucci after you've done, I think, the daily quest, he's gonna say something like, you need to have all of the corpses, whatever, something like this. And in order to do that part, you need to have all of these. You see Blessed Corpse Spine, Blessed Corpse Arm, Blessed Corpse Leg, Blessed Corpse Rib Cage, and all of these things you're going to need to do the Legend Stage acts. Sorry, I'm gonna maybe try to squeeze that in before I go, you know, in through all of that. But yes, you're gonna need to essentially collect all of these, and then you can talk to Pucci, and then he's gonna say this, merge with the vessel, whatever. In order to do this part, you actually have to evolve Pucci, and I don't have enough light essence, so I'll BRB once I do have enough. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pretend that we got enough light essence on my alt account, and I went over and I talked to him after I essentially evolved Pucci, which he's right here. Now, after you have evolved Pucci, he's gonna say something weird like this: Pios, sterling, saintly, arise and conquer the heavens above.
The moon revolves uncertainly around Moria. At the start of every hour since you emerged with its third, obtain 3 celestial fractures of the moon and bring them to me. You can only obtain 1 a day. Don't let greed blind your vision. At last, we shall atone for our kind sin and achieve heaven.
Basically, what this is saying is that you need to get the celestial fractures of the moon. In other words, you need the moon fragments, which are right here. And as he says, you can only obtain 1 a day. So that kind of makes it slightly annoying. By the way, here is the 2nd Evo of Dio, the first Evo of Dio before you can get over heaven. And as you guys can see, you need quite a bit of stuff. Once you've done all of that, now you can collect the moonstones, which you're gonna need to collect 3, which means in total, you're gonna have to log in every single day and come into Legend Stages and do this part. Now, it's actually really easy to collect these things, but there's gonna be something you're gonna need to know, okay? Something really important is that the best way to get them is by logging in within the first 5 minutes of an hour. I'm gonna say that again. You need to log in within the first 5 minutes of an hour in a day. Essentially, you want to start the legend stage between the times 12 and 12:05, right? Between 1 and 1:05, between 2 and 2:05, etc., etc. Okay, so within the first 5 minutes of an hour is going to guarantee that this thing spawns in. Now I'm gonna go ahead and all right, well, I'm gonna basically show you guys the potential places where this thing could spawn. One of the potential spots is right here behind the double dumpster, or behind any of these dumpsters here. One of the other places that this can spawn is behind the gas station over here on the left. That's where I saw mine. Another place that I can spawn is if you follow the path and you come all the way back towards where this broken car is, you're gonna maybe find it in this parking lot or garage parking lot area right here. One of the other spots that you can find it in is right here in the base, and you're essentially going to see this weird looking, but just walk around, guys. I'm not sure if these spots are completely confirmed, but that's where I've seen a couple of people say that they've been able to find theirs. Again, the best times for these things to spawn in are between the first hour and the first 5 minutes of that hour. I'm gonna try to redo this when it hits 5 o'clock and see if I can find it or not, just for you guys. All right, so it is currently 5:01, so I'm gonna go ahead and try it because it is right now within the first 5 minutes of an hour in a day. So I'm gonna come over here, Ruin Moria. It doesn't matter which legend or act in the legend stage you do, it just has to be legend stage Ruin Moria. I'm gonna go ahead and go to this, start. And if my theory is right, it doesn't matter whether you have already picked it up, it should still show up. Okay, again, behind the dumpster. Yep, so you see behind this double dumpster, you can see that the moon fragment is right here. Just a glowing square looking thing. Even if I try to claim it, you can see that you cannot take more than 1 moon fragment per day. Again, guys, it's within the first 5 minutes of any hour in a day. That is precisely how you do it. Now, let's say that hypothetically you have already gotten your three moon things, okay? Let's say that you got in and collected your 3 moon things. Now you can talk to Pucci over here, and he will probably give you something interesting. Bro, oh my god, these dudes ask that trade, so freaking annoying. He will probably give you something interesting, whether it is a quest or he will make it accessible to evolve Pucci to the next stage, which might be a godly unit. I don't actually know because I haven't done this for 3 days straight, but I will make a part 2 for you guys, or make a full guide and walkthrough once I get that. But for now, this is all I can basically give you guys. I hope that this was helpful, and if it was, please give me a like, a subscribe, and a comment down below. I'm not begging, I'm literally on my knees worshiping you to do so, okay? If you don't, I don't know what else you want me to do. Maybe you want me to lick something, and that's weird, so please don't make me lick something, you freaking weirdo. Watch this video if you want to know more about something interesting. Peace out.